But people generally on a campaign, they might be in cafes and barber shops, classically, this kind of thing. But you've been meeting a lot of people and visits across the country to record stores. Is this correct?
This is correct. I'm trying to, highlight small business and talk about all the great things that Kamala Harris is going to do for the country and merge it with my love of music. And so it's gotten me to local record stores across the country. I've gotten to meet you guys, but also Michael Stipe kind of came out of semi-retirement, and Michael's now done two events for us, and he took me to the record store in Athens, Georgia, in which
Wow.
he formed the band, and I got it's still there, and I kind of did a whole go through shelf by shelf with him. I got to visit a record store with Governor Gavin Newsom, who also loves music. So he and I were with a local business owner going through the stacks, picking out some records. And I've gotten to go hang out with John Bon Jovi, who's supporting the campaign, and talk to him about music. Jason Isbell came out and did a concert. I got to talk to him about music. Bruce came out publicly. I haven't got a chance to talk to him. Taylor Swift. So the music industry has come out in a way that you guys have always done this. It's what you did from day one, using your voice not only to make this music we all love, but to talk about the truth and being engaged. And so to see that coming back and get to talk to some of the people I've listened to my whole life, and then see how active they are. But to do that in a record store with Michael Stipe in Athens and pick out some records was pretty damn cool, man.
Well, that it actually, I've got chills as you say that, because I know that story, that's where that would be the place where he and Peter Buck first met, and
That's
I
right.
think over Patti Smith, Horses record, etc. And there, that was the beginning, the spore, being born of what. That was when REM was being born.
Can I add one more thing,
Um,
Ed? So
oh
he,
yeah, of
he took
course.
me to, he's got like a house there, a compound of various buildings in Athens.
Yeah.
And he took me back there for a personal tour. And he's like, "Oh yeah, right here is where I wrote Fables, like the whole album in 3 weeks, just walking around in a circle." I'm like, "What?" And then right
Wow.
here is where Peter and I, talked about this. And I did an interview with Joe Scarborough in his guest house. It just aired on Morning Joe. He let us use his guest house to do that interview, and then he played Driver 8 and Wendell G, which is the first time he'd played it in 30 something years to me and Joe. And then he played it in front of a crowd of hundreds of people in Athens. So this is so surreal, man, to be able to experience this.
What are the records still left in your list? Like, what are the ones you're
So
trying
I'm
to fill
making
in?
my way into I'd say I got to start like with Pixies and progress to Nirvana and Pearl Jam. And then I want to get into like Radiohead and things like that. So I've got a whole kind of list of iconic records that I still listen to. But when I was in with Gavin Newsom, I picked up Stone Roses that came out in '89, the
Wow.
the first album, which again that was another one of those that like wow, and I still listen to it.